Garry Kasparov, Deep Thinking, Where Machine Intelligence Ends and Human Creativity Begins. Get ready to peer into the fascinating world of chess and its surprising interaction with machine intelligence, as portrayed in Garry Kasparov's Deep Thinking, Where Machine Intelligence Ends and Human Creativity Begins. The book explores how chess is perceived differently in Western culture and Russia, and tracks the development of artificial intelligence through its early stages in the 1950s to its potential future impact on various professions. Dive into the psychological aspects of chess, the role of machine learning, and Kasparov's own experiences playing against computers, culminating in a thought-provoking examination of the boundaries between human creativity and machine intelligence.
Challenging chess stereotypes. Chess has long held a unique place in Western culture, often admired from afar due to its reputation as a game for social outcasts. This perception, however, is just a stereotype that doesn't extend to countries like Russia, where chess is revered like any other popular sport. Garry Kasparov, a renowned grandmaster, has actively challenged the stereotypes associated with chess by speaking about politics and history. Introducing the game to schools in the U.S. has helped young children discover the fun side of chess without prejudice. Despite this stereotype's persistent presence in Western culture, it is essential to recognize that chess players are ordinary individuals with extraordinary talent. Chess has earned a prominent yet misunderstood spot in Western culture. It's often admired from a distance, solely due to its unshakable reputation as a game meant for social misfits. People perceive avid chess players as individuals who have no lives beyond the 64 squares of the board, relegating them to the bottom of any social hierarchy. In a bid to shatter this stereotype, author and grandmaster Garry Kasparov has given countless interviews in which he openly discusses politics and history. Even so, the media remains persistent in portraying chess enthusiasts as eccentric oddballs. In truth, these individuals are merely ordinary people blessed with a unique talent. Notably, views on chess differ drastically when observing Russian culture. Throughout Russia's history, the game has always held a place of honor. During Kasparov's childhood in the Soviet Union, chess enjoyed substantial promotion and participation, devoid of the unflattering connotations it held in the Western world. In Russia, chess has a status akin to sports like baseball in the U.S. The high regard for chess players and teachers can be traced back to Tsarist Russia. The game managed to survive the Russian Revolution and received continued support from the communists, who eagerly cultivated and promoted it. Soviet leaders even went so far as to exempt their elite chess players from military service in the Russian Civil War to compete in national championships. Thanks to initiatives like school chess programs in the U.S., youngsters are discovering the joy of chess without being clouded by prejudice. By acknowledging the harmful nature of stereotypes and celebrating the extraordinary talent of chess players, we can foster understanding and admiration for this historic and captivating game. The evolution of chess-playing AI. The dawn of computational science in the 1950s brought about intriguing predictions of utopian and dystopian futures led by advanced computer technology. At that time, the first personal computer, Maniac 1, carried 1,000 pounds and had just enough memory to store a basic, reduced chess program. Despite losing to a skilled player, it astonished the world by defeating a chess novice. As per Moore's law, computers' processing speeds doubled every 2 years, leading to fiercer competition with grandmasters. A breakthrough occurred in the 1970s with the advent of the alpha-beta algorithm, resulting in a more refined computer performance, shaking the landscape of intellectual games forever. During the early days of computational science, the potential of computer technology fueled the imagination of sci-fi visionaries. Still, the capabilities of the first personal computer, Maniac 1, were relatively primitive. Developed in 1956 at a laboratory in Los Alamos, New Mexico, this 1,000-pound machine could store a simple chess program. Though the computer's performance was limited, leading to a loss against an expert opponent who was playing without a queen, Maniac 1 ultimately achieved a groundbreaking victory against a chess beginner, marking the first time that artificial intelligence had triumphed over a human in an intellectual game. As computers gained processing power, they subsequently grew to challenge chess grandmasters. Moore's law, which posits that processing speeds double every 2 years, contributed significantly to the rapid advancements in computer capabilities. By 1977, AI challengers were formidable opponents against the top 5% of human players, making occasional mistakes but generally demonstrating impressive defensive and tactical strategies. The game changed further in the 1970s, when computer scientists introduced the alpha-beta algorithm, which enabled computers to quickly eliminate less effective moves, thus speeding up calculations and even considering several moves ahead. This transformative development in AI not only elevated the performance level of the chess-playing computers but also ushered in a new era of competition in the world of intellectual games. Embracing technological progress. The rise of self-checkout machines in supermarkets foretells the fading of numerous service professions due to automation. Since the Industrial Revolution, machinery has progressively replaced human labor, from skilled laborers to service and support workers. Even prestigious professions like doctors and lawyers could be replaced to some extent. However, technological advancement has historically improved our quality of life and human rights. It's important to adapt and direct affected workers toward new technological and service job opportunities as they emerge. The widespread introduction of self-checkout machines in supermarkets signals a shift toward the eventual disappearance of the cashier profession. This is part of a larger trend where automation and computers render human labor in the service industry obsolete. The replacement of workers by machines can be traced back to the Industrial Revolution when mechanized equipment began to substitute human labor in agricultural and manufacturing activities. Fast forward to the 1960s and 70s, when highly specialized machinery rendered skilled workers, such as watchmakers and lab assistants, increasingly irrelevant. The information revolution, powered by the Internet, led to the displacement of millions of service and support workers, including bank tellers and travel agents, who were replaced by online services. As technology continues to develop, it's only a matter of time before even highly esteemed professions like doctors and lawyers may be partly replaced by automation. Despite these concerns, we shouldn't mourn the loss of manual labor. Historically, technological advancements have played a significant role in propelling human civilization forward, improving our quality of life and advancing human rights. It's a testament to our progress that we can enjoy the modern comforts of air-conditioned environments and access to limitless knowledge from our devices. Instead of resisting change, we must learn to adapt and acclimate as a society. There is no going back to previous ways of living. Displaced workers, like clerks, cashiers, and call center employees, won't be returning to obsolete roles. The focus should be on directing them towards new, emerging opportunities in technology and service sectors, allowing them to thrive in our rapidly evolving world. Evolving AI, beyond human prompts. When Garry Kasparov, the chess grandmaster, chatted with a robot named Artie in 2016, it signaled the rapid advancements in artificial intelligence, AI. Today's AI, like Google Assistant and Amazon's Alexa, uses basic data analysis and human-coded prompts to interact. However, researchers are exploring ways to make AI formulate questions without human-provided prompts. They aim to empower machines to create original questions based on the data they gather. In the world of chess, AI advancements have shifted from programming computers with set strategies to teaching them basic rules to develop unique plays independently. In the future, AI may surprise us not only with unparalleled data retrieval but also through novel methods and self-developed strategies. Chess, a psychological battlefield. The debate over whether chess is a sport often hinges on the intense mental exhaustion experienced by players, similar to physical exhaustion after a race. It is this psychological component that distinguishes human players from computers. Chess legend Garry Kasparov highlights in his book, My Great Predecessors, that tactical mistakes among grandmasters often result from mental weariness or anxiety. Emanuel Lasker, a world chess champion for 27 years, intentionally chose moves that would make his opponents uncomfortable, exemplifying the psychological aspect of the game. This style involves analyzing and exploiting an opponent's weaknesses and moves. However, when computers play chess, they lack these emotions and focus purely on strategy. Since the 1980s, computers have been able to calculate combinations up to 4 moves ahead, but humans can gain an advantage by planning at least 5 moves in advance. Thus, chess remains a uniquely human psychological challenge. Beyond talent, practice matters. It's widely believed that success hinges on inborn talent. However, Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers argues that countless hours of practice are more crucial. This idea holds particularly true for artificial intelligence, AI. British AI researcher Donald Michie was among the first to use large amounts of raw data for machine learning, such as teaching a computer to play tic-tac-toe. Modern translation programs like Google Translate operate similarly, learning languages by analyzing millions of translated sentences. Nonetheless, AI systems can still make significant errors. In the 1980s, Michie attempted to create a chess-playing machine by inputting millions of grandmaster chess moves. The computer occasionally made baffling decisions, like suddenly sacrificing its queen, because it failed to understand the context behind specific strategies. Defeat by artificial intelligence. Former chess world champion Garry Kasparov always hated losing, but rarely experienced it against human opponents. However, when he faced computer opponents like Fritz III in IBM's Deep Blue, the tables turned. Kasparov's first loss to a computer occurred in 1994, during a blitz chess tournament against Fritz III, but the defining moment came during his rematch against Deep Blue in 1997. Deep Blue's victory marked a significant advancement for artificial intelligence, leaving Kasparov resigned to losing against increasingly powerful machines. Garry Kasparov, the celebrated chess player, was never one to easily accept defeat. His intense aversion to losing, he believed, was what made him a great competitor. During his illustrious career, consisting of over 2,400 matches, he only tasted defeat 170 times, against humans, that is. His encounters with computers presented a different challenge altogether. Kasparov's first experience of losing to a computer took place in Munich in 1994. During a blitz chess tournament, known for its rapid moves, he made a single error against Fritz III, and the computer pounced. While Kasparov eventually emerged as the tournament's winner, this marked the first time a world champion had been bested by a computer in chess. A few years later, Kasparov was pitted against an even more formidable digital adversary, IBM's Deep Blue. Their initial encounter occurred in 1996, spanning 6 games under tournament conditions. Kasparov emerged victorious, but the following year's rematch saw Deep Blue claim the win. The match was a close contest, but ultimately, the computer's ability to calculate an astonishing number of possible moves put it ahead of Kasparov. This pivotal moment signified a major triumph for artificial intelligence. Kasparov realized that computers had not only reached his level but were set to become even more formidable opponents. Acknowledging the unstoppable advancements in AI, Kasparov came to terms with the fact that losing to machines was becoming an inevitable part of his career. Chess rivalries, mind games and computers. The glamorous world of competitive sports often conceals behind-the-scenes foul play, and chess is no exception. The 1970s rivalry between Anatoly Karpov and Viktor Korchnoi is an apt example of attempts to psych out the opponent. Karpov hired a psychologist to stare intently at Korchnoi, hoping to distract or hypnotize him, while Korchnoi responded by having Indian sect members meditate and return those intimidating stares. Both also accused each other of cheating, demanding investigations into their possessions. The introduction of computers in chess brought new forms of foul play, such as the human intervention allowed during matches to fix technical issues that raised ethical concerns. For instance, restarting the Deep Blue computer during its 1997 rematch with Kasparov may have impacted its moves and decisions. Today, stricter regulations govern technician interventions, while computer science aims to conquer even more complex games like the Chinese game Go.
In Deep Thinking, Garry Kasparov provides an engaging journey through the world of chess, its complex history, and the role of artificial intelligence in transforming the game. As computers begin to gain an edge over human grandmasters, the debate on the impact of artificial intelligence on various aspects of life rages on. The book challenges preconceived notions of chess and showcases how rapid advancements in technology are beginning to blur the lines between human creativity and machine intelligence. Ultimately, Kasparov's exploration invites us to adapt and embrace this new world where human ingenuity and artificial intelligence coexist and complement each other.